Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the EMEA Masters Winter 2025.
Against the Rats, really. The battle lines have been drawn as Mainter. Finds a pretty good trade here. Could find Bowser as well for the solo kill. First blood should be secure at the jump. And the lamppost, no Q name, has been in the NLC before as well for Riddle. Been very good in particular. His Akali, I remember, has obviously found success as well in KCB as Isma. Caught out here by Velia. Reckless rotating up as well. His fate is all but sealed as Velia. We'll get that first one. So far, doing good, and we'll be able to claim the first trade.
Yeah, might become a struggle later on as the Poppy into the Jax can sort of start to bleed out in the 1 versus 1.
He's TP behind. I don't think Boss has realized this yet. It might be a little too late. Good flash, good autos. As the goal, he used the ultimate. Mainter, that is brilliant. Sidesteps.
Isma's able to get in there because of the fast footwork around mid, and not a lot of mana for Mainter.
Mana on Mainter, but Isma has a full HP bar and a full mana bar, but he gets sent back. Not today, Bao says, as he's in levels of success. He definitely managed to take over some games, and he could potentially do that here as well. The Kraken Slayer already built. They find gold. He already found as the Suez, the next one to be picked off and instantly evaporates off the rift.
Once again, the
combination he's not done. He wants more. The Heartbreaker flies wide though as the Killer Instinct goes out towards safety, but there is no safety really for Exa as feats of warfare are claimed. Velia cannot be stopped so far. He goes holding our breath really when we got over there. It's so close to really just leading to that solo kill. First throw though to be claimed. Will it cost them anything as Exa desperately trying to do damage, but there is nothing that can be done. He's not far enough ahead in the game yet to really have a say. TP in from Mainter. They want more. They are trying to squeeze everything out of this counter move, but they can't gain anything. Lost Ratones just walk out.
That's absolutely fantastic in the 2 versus 4.
Looking for the dive. They won't give it. They won't give it. The Killer Instinct forward, but can they really close the gap? Crowny has the flash, and that should be enough to buy more time. The Grand Entrance, though, connects. The Ignite is ticking. They finally found it, but what has it cost them as Mainter now the next target? Velia has already found one. Nemesis has rotated down, and it's not just gonna be 2. They want all 3.
And so with the fantastic find onto Crowny, had to go so deep just at the right time. But KC Blue pay the iron price. That is absolutely vicious. Velia coming through will pick up another, goes to 5-0.
Instead, they invested in the wrong thing. 5k gold. The NLC representatives are ahead. They lose a turret in the mid lane, but they don't mind much. This gold lead so comfortably in their favor. And look at what Baus did in the top lane. Got a turret. He is now slightly, albeit, ahead in gold.
How has he got away with it again? You know, we look at him as an extended play. Mainter TP's down to, contribute. And he's done it again.
Isma not going to go for it. It feels like the game has already slipped through the hands here of KCB. They had a win condition to play around, and wow.
Rift Herald falls. Not too worried about it going down here, though. There isn't that mid-tier 1 to crack. And unless they extend the play massively, it looks like Isma might not even be able to finish it off cleanly here.
Yeah, they've gotten a top lane turret, but Bowser's the target, and that's the wrong one to go in on. You can't really kill him quickly anymore. He's gotten a lot of HP built up, and they have to give
it to enter the Rat's vision down here, but they will pay for it with their top tier 2.
Definitely paying a price, and what do they get out of it? Nothing really. KCB, Temporal, what do you do now when you're sitting in this position? I mean, you're losing across the map. You're not really gaining anything.
Oh, this is beautiful.
As a driver's license, not quite earned by Velia.
No, not quite. Could have maybe arced it down into mid, but getting knocked into
This is what you do. You go for Nemesis, who's isolated and all on his own. He's down to half force to flash away as the Killer Instinct now comes in. Exa wants the kill, and he gets it. Immediately shut down, claimed by Isma, and they've gotten 2. They've gotten Velia as well. I was asking the question, and immediately Temporal, they give us the answer.
It did. Crowny was not there, was spotted leaving mid lane on a wave. And with that, KC Blue knew they had the numbers advantage. It looks like they're going to extend into Baus here. Overextending into Baus has been their issue so far, but no punish here from the Rats.
Yeah, no one can punish it this time. There is no Velia Nemesis rotating up. Baus can run for a few seconds, but I don't think there's an escape from this one. Good flash.
No way.
No way. No way Baus get out of this. And there was indeed no way. Mainter will take him down. in the end. Archon has now spawned. The gold lead still in Lost Ratones' favor, but a huge counterpunch and hope for KCB. Lost Ratones, though, not done yet. They want the chase to continue, and they don't want this fight to end.
All right, Crowny's here this time. Reckless up in the front will dissuade KCB from further play. Mainta had to TP back to his Nexus towers there. He escaped the hard way, and with it, Crowny will start the objective. Baus no teleport, and he's still not on the map. KC Blue might have time to get in on this, but Archon's not as tanky as he looks.
Yeah, especially when it's the withdrawal Archon, right? It doesn't have as much damage, doesn't have as much HP, and Milia, despite dying before 2 items, does and Slow Q finds a massive Emperor's Divide, and he puts the carries right into the waiting hands. If not for the Archon, this would have been a clean ace for KCB.
Bit of a disaster there. The rats sent packing, but they do have major cooldowns out now, so the approach on this next dragon, if they choose to revenge it, they should be able to get some kills out. If they are able to rush it down, KC Blue gotta be happy with that big key teamfight ultimates back to back. Can't kill big tanks. If there's an Ornn on the enemy team, Nemesis just at the edge of what's reasonable here. No
flash. What can he realistically do as the Impale comes through the kill? All but secured. Investing a few ultimates in it, but that's all they'll get. They'll claim the turret as well. Happy days here for KCB.
Felt confident maybe the Velia was nearby and not expecting all of KC Blue to tunnel in on this turret with Baus place there for Velia.
Not a lot.
It really was the upswing. There was Bad Lions, which was Evo, Nemesis, and Crowny, and the Baron, it's all on his shoulders. He's got to steal it.
We're keeping our eyes on Velia, the one with the least experience on the biggest stage, now has to step up. He's charmed and sees it. He's down immediately, but Exa falls, and the veterans continue to fight. The Baron doing so much damage to Snowcube, forcing him out. The counter-strike is good, but you're all alone, Mainta, as the rats group up, and they take down 2. They'll chase for more, as they're not quite done. The bank comes through for Slowcube. In the finals, teams are aware that if that happens, they can just start the more important objective as EMEA tries to go over the wall. Baus says no, but the team isn't there to back him up. The Impale now coming through. Killer Instinct. Baus might just be caught. He doesn't have the flash, but he'll push one away as Nasua buys time in the front line. Here comes Mainta with the TP. He found Baus, but he's not dead yet. Nasu instead is the one to fall, and they're going forward. They're finding more. 2 kills for the Rats as Baus pushes this game to its very limits.
Bowson's Law strikes again. The formula will be you cast all of your important ultimates on Baus, and he gets away with it for free. Absolutely fantastic from the Rats. They dive in to save their scuttled teammate. They will be rewarded with the dragon and an opportunity at this Baron as Nemesis and Reckless move up. What excellent, excellent play to reach their teammate in his time of need. It's such short moves. They start the Baron. They invite KC Blue into what will likely be a final dance.
10 seconds death time on Mainta with no TP, just used it before. EMEA can hope for the steal. It is though a 50-50. They can't keep him out of the pit. We'll keep our eyes on Slowcube as well. The damage from him must be there. EMEA in the pit. They can cancel now and just kill the jungler. Take him down, guys. But no, they can't. They force him out of the pit and secure the Baron instead. Slowcube down to half. The carry who has to do it here for KCB already on the brink.
Confident walking through the Poppy. Walking through the Braum does mean they'll pay with their tier 2. Slowcube no longer with the teleport, no longer with the flash, both burned in front of the Baron, so we can't play the long lane on bot. With that, EMEA's going to try and find something.
It's just Reckless though, that's not the target you want, and now instead the damage gets turned slowly but surely on towards him. The Impale is on 2, but Crowny QSS's it, and as Slowcube desperately tried to put out the damage, he was simply unable to do enough. Mainta now focusing on clearing the wave, a sign of desperation. As KCB, the blue wall, more cracks are starting to fall.
It is desperation play from both. They've bought, honestly, more time than I thought. Only 50 seconds left on the Baron power play. No major towers cracked. And Mainta should not survive here. But the top tier 3 survives. The mid tier 3 unassaulted. They've largely done the job, even though they've had to pay for it.
I mean, this is delayed death timers, right? EMEA is up in 10 when Mainta now dies here. Lost Ratones, 30 seconds left on the Baron. Do they want to push for
normally associate with them in their best moments? Baus. Oh, that's a nice trade. No Emperor's Divide.
Stuck underneath the turret, though. As I think, I mean, he could just die here to the Sand Soldiers, or not the Sand Soldiers. Instead, the turret as the shutdown gets claimed by Slowq. And look at what's spawning in 5 seconds. We've seen this story before, as Nemesis is now the target. This is just a window. That's a Drake spawning Soul. And no bounce on the map for 40.
No Rakan ultimate, no Emperor's Divide, no Impale, despite the Rats being a member down. If Nemesis manages the front line, Velia and Crowny should be able to take this.
They'll have to fight in 4v5, and they claim the Soul initially. Velia, the immediate target, but they can't lock him down. Killer Instinct available if they find the CC on the right target, but despite it being a 4v5, the Rats find a way to claim the Soul.
Big key ultimates. KC Blue has used them to be the leading edge here. Isma distracted by Baus.
But same could be said for Manta. He's TPing right into his own demise as Baus looks to be taken down. He buys so much time, but same story can be told for Manta, who will also fall. 4v4 now as Baron's still available.
Being a top laner is just not it, eh? You gotta be this like selfless hero. You gotta teleport into 4 people, buy enough space so your team doesn't get collapsed on. Slow Q. He is so low. Flash and Empress Divide available, but he's almost already taken down. One more Mystic Shot would have done it, but it's enough to claim the Baron regardless. Absolutely brutal. Slow Q has done so well. Not gone down this entire game. Has done so much damage and held positions that KC Blue
easily join in with no TP. Objective bounties will soon be available, and oh, do they need them, KCB. As Nemesis steps up confidently, will crack open the base. The first hole in the wall can now be seen as they can peek in towards behind the curtains, and there lies a grateful victory.
Alright, tier 3 goes down. They can't bridge back to mid. They have lost to tier 2 in bot. Manta trying to do his best to go as fast as possible. Multiple reeling confident in his performance.
Slow Q. DC'd up by the Scat of the Weak. He needs to be strong at this moment and stand tall as Isma is the one to initially be caught. Manta's in on the back, but they've committed on the front end as Crowley's being taken down by Manta. He's CC'd up for ages. Slowq still alive, pretty much untouched. This looks good for KCB, as they've already got one of the carries. Velia is next up on the menu, and Slowq will take him down. It's a 3-0 into the hands of the Elder Dragon for KCB.
Despite Baus's best efforts, couldn't defend his backline there. Will teleport into mid to try and damage the tier 3 Nemesis. Playing as much time as he can, trying to stop the bases. Gets Enter and will cancel. The Slow Q has had a fantastic time with it. It's put on a real show. The Blues will start the Baron on spawn. Last 10 seconds of the Elder. They should be able to secure this nice and easily. Reset once again. They do need to look for some
reset really temporal and take over the fights as they're too tanky, and before he finds anything, fight has already been lost. The carries have been killed. Isma now potentially caught, but the Impale! It's on 3, but it's on all of the front line as Nemesis and Crowley just free fire from the back line. Exa jumps forward and looks to try and win it all here. Baus taken down in the back line as Manta buys so much space and so much time as KCB.
Rather than all-inning on a fight, not blowing everything on Baus. They'll easily be able to pick up this tier 2. I don't think Lost Ratones can hold this tier 3 without some absolute magic coming to pass.
Magic is needed. The Rats need to find something here. They need to cook up something magical. The goal leads still slightly in their favor, but that could quickly change. More neutral objectives falling. The Rats might take their second defeat ever in real competition. It is a best of 3. There are what is written in the stars really to be the final fight. 30 seconds time. Nemesis cannot be caught now. The Scat of the Weak comes through, but it's not okay. It's not good enough. He's down. He is dead. KCB missteps, but their mistakes these past 5 minutes have been few and far between. Another Elder, a second one to go down for the French representatives. This game could be decided with that, but they won't contest for it, so they'll have to try and push through and end it with the buff active.
You know, there is the famous meme about the French stuff. Their cooking is excellent. Low and slow. Give the pastry chef an extra 2 hours. He's going to make something special. In this game, clearly we just needed to get...
So given, as we discussed before, it's free. It won't be contested. Full items on all the big carries.
Maybe a true shot barrage, you know? Maybe a true shot barrage.
It's not
Come on, Crowny. Come on, Crowny. Ah, too much respect. That's okay. It is not good to lose. Whatever happens, they've probably had a brief discussion about what they want to do differently to avoid this, to make certain things happen again.
Ratones going to collapse on him, and there will be no assistance of anyone from KCB. They are pinging on the top side. Can Manta buy enough time? No, is the emphatic answer. 8-second recalls need to come through, and he buys more than I would expect. Now Crownie needs to be careful here. He's realistically all alone, and Inhibitor will fall as Velia is being pushed out by Slowq. They just get the Inhibitor, they break open the base. Crownie now trying to get control of the mid wave, and as the Elder spawns, no one can instantly start it up as the Scatter of the week connects on 2.
Alright, teleport back out and in from Baus. He's going to continue to cover the mid lane. The Rats are onto the Dragon for the first time in minutes. KC Blue looking to recontest it. They are assembled.
Has been engaged upon, but the Scatter of the week only finds Isma, and Baus taken solo. Mings is still on the flank. The engage down comes through. Exa, he looks for Nemesis, but he can't find him. He gets blown up. Scatter of the week finds Slowq. He buys some time with the stopwatch as Isma desperately tries to CC up Baus, and finally he gets taken down. The Elder still on the map though, as who gets it? It is Isma who secures it as Nemesis gets taken down. Velia needs to be the hero, but there is no hero for Lost Ratones today. It's Slowq with a triple kill, and I cannot believe it, Temporal.
Absolute disasters. It looked like on our side.
This was so low, Manta. Look who's in the base. Slowq's in the base. He's gonna end it here right now at this moment. It took 53 minutes, but the blue wall does not falter.
KC Blue from a deficit in the early game. They won't manage to break Reckless here. They'll get Crownie. They'll get the Nexus in an absolute fist fight.
Only 0 games on the board for them. So with this composition, they need to do it. All right, guys, just like the last game, it's time for some predictions before we throw it back towards the cost. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna grab the win?
Lost Ratones, of course.
Lost Ratones. All right, Mahonix.
Talking about restrictions, getting knocked up there, plus the slows. Shields do come in, but
the spear.
A lot of damage. The spear, good flash from Crownie, will keep him alive. But how long do they wait? Getting pincered now behind the tower. Another dodge. Crownie just trying to survive. The shield's going to keep them up for a little bit longer, but Isma takes the kill, and Reckless may not be able to get out of this one either. Flashes away to stay alive, and Velia will finally come through to push them out of the middle of that lane. But, you know, it's a nice early play from KCB getting ahead. They're going to stop him back in Temporal. It's time for the tower dive, and Baus is going to stay alive for a little bit longer. Now with the team here, this could be a turnaround. The flash out. Here comes the Siva, and Isma has been cooked. Jebaited.
Taken, and then finally the Mountain Soul, and then you probably saw, Jay, 3 Elder Dragons to close that one out. Just a few dragons last game. So we'll see how many.
I thought League was supposed to be ending faster this season. You know, 3 Elder Dragons tells me otherwise. Isma now on the invade. It is going to be a support versus jungle matchup here. Obviously, nearly known for a lot of damage. Velia can definitely dish out some of their own. The Asher are going to go slightly wide. Lost Ratones, they are going to hold on to this jungle, but they might be going too far deep. 4 members in. Velia in trouble, going to flash away. Does get over the wall, but Exa chasing them down. The slows are there, and the Maokai will finally fall down. Baus trying to help him. But at the moment, we need a little bit of success for the NLC as Enter finding a bit of a target here. There goes the Nidalee, and goodbye to Reckless.
Didn't manage to body block the Ash Arrow, both taking it to heart there. A real shame. KCB pushing that one forwards. We'll continue on to Velia.
Happening again. Velia just completely obliterated. I don't know what the Maokai thought, and Baus, I don't know where you're going. Kills are being gifted.
Maximum damage the game allows. Crownie using the barrier to secure the back there. The shielded damage does not cancel the recall. Won't be here in time for this dragon, but will be here to either defend their jungle or stand up in lane, collect a bit more gold. With that in mind, this is kind of a mirror image of last game. KC Blue went about 2k down after the first fight that really didn't go their way. First struggle. We'll have to see if Lost Ratones can take on that role of late game resilience in a difficult position, and whether they can make it work as the twisted advances forward.
It looks good. It looks good so far. Enser is caught out and completely removed. Velia picks up the kill though. That's
Rift Herald, no doubt.
Oh no. Oh no.
Baus. Oh, Baus.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Baus. The tower's going to go down, and so will the Nautilus. Can he take one with him? The answer is no.
That's a real struggle. Nemesis might be able to continue to push this lane. Velia's here as well, but the minion wave will be extinguished before anyone arrives. So despite 4 people coming, this is still a pretty elongated dive.
Oh, they're forcing pretty hard. The lockdown is there, the slows, but where's the damage? It's Reckless and Velia, like they're doing a little bit, but against Mainta has the World Ender, gonna force them both away, use the ultimates. Yes, they'll get the tower, but can they get out? Mainta's now on the chase, although may have gone a little bit far here. 4 members are deep, they're moving forward, but there's the Aatrox. The World Ender comes down, 2 dead. Los Ratones did not calculate the play the way they thought it was going to be. Nemesis falls as well.
Take fight too close. If you let the Aatrox get the approach, it is too much to deal with. That was example 1. And to not have it happen again, Lost Ratones have got to slow right down.
But they're running
exactly for the rats. And then eventually, multiple dragons in, Elder spawning was enough to get the later game team composition into an advantageous position.
Oh, Nemesis stunned immediately. Nice. Well, will give them the space, gets the kill, and that's the
with the sort of opportunity of all that move speed, being able to contribute to these 2 carries being evasive, staying away from the threat.
Oh, it's my lockdown. It's my lockdown. In trouble. Could be caught out here, but able to get over the wall. However, on the flip side of this fight, Bows low. Slow Q having to walk away, though. Ratones not losing any members, but not picking up any either. And that mid tower going down to the Herald.
I think that's okay for Lost Ratones. They are going to get
Isma gets killed. Nemesis with a nice pick up there, and we'll be able to get away. Mobilize down onto that bot lane. And to be fair, I don't think there's a lot that Ratones can do here. We're starting to see Velia walk down, but can't really go and check that out. They will trade it for a tower, so another tier 1 unlocked. A bit of pressure put mid as well.
It's a bit of gold, I think. In it comes. It is Mainta into mid lane.
And straight at them as well. And Ratones is not running away. There's the Magnastorm. 3 core, immediately 2 dead. And that is so much damage coming in from Soku. Bows trying to run away, will hook himself, but not to safety. Another kill. And KC are looking to end this game soon. Temporal.
The rats have got all the range in their composition. But what is all the range to Ensa flashing forwards and dropping the Magnet Storm? A huge blender that does not end well, despite the wild growth, despite the rats doing their best. It isn't enough. They're going to start to bleed some more towers and infrastructure here, and it's all Nemesis and Reckless can do. Just wander around, pick up some gold, and get ready to go again. Nautilus are to match. That needs to come through. It needs to be direct access. Slow Q and Isma can do a lot from long range with the poke and with the setup. They don't have all the burst in the world.
We're getting another fight now. Bows is the frontline target. Ensa is going to go down early. Now onto Mainta. They're switching the targets up, but Slowq is forcing them down towards the bottom side of the map and picking up kills already. The damage is dropping in, and they just
down Ensa there. And Crowny just exploded the moment Slowq came forward. You can put up a spell shield, but that was too much damage for Sivir to deal with. I think the rats are getting pulled around their 2 conditions. Do you defend the Sivir? Do you stand behind the Tristana? Who's getting which cooldown? This is a very high execution composition, and it's starting to stress them.
Oh, Velia, surely. Could he go for the steal? It's not going to have time. It will be the Baron picked up. KCB now actually going to find the Maokai. This could be a pick to end it all, really. They're going to pick that one, and now maybe they look for more. They're going into the top side jungle. Lost Ratones. They're in a weird spot here, Temporal. They're trying to run out, but KCB are hot on this chase. They want blood. They want to find them. They smell the end of this game sooner rather than later. Baus going to fall down, and more towers are near to come. The stun as well from downtown. Can they do anything with it? The stun's landing damage on top, and Slowq absolutely obliterates Reckless.
Slowq has had an incredible series. 0 deaths throughout. Stood up to Nemesis in lane. Something that is very, very hard to do for anyone at all. And with it, the base starts to break. Jay, it took ages to get through the base in game 1. I don't think it's going to take so long in game 2. Nemesis hooked in.
Does not look likely. Nemesis going to go down immediately. Tower falling, Inhib falling, mid tower falling as well. 2 towers holding on strong, but for how long? Temporal, Velia and Crowny, they can't keep tabs on it. Another tower falls. The minions, they're slamming forward. The damage is raining in. There isn't anything the rats can do right now but scurry, because at the moment, KCB, they're They're in a flurry. They're moving forward. They're looking for the end. One more inhib down. One tower and a Nexus is all they need to take. The Rats with a big knock-up. Can they do the damage? In goes Rel. Down goes Ratones. And it will be KCB moving on through.
They will make it to the next round of the tournament. Congratulations, Karmine Corp Blue. That was a fantastic series.